Today, FEC approved the rescoping of a project that is within Ondo State and Ekiti State, and approve that the fund available be used to do 15 kilometer of the 18.438 kilometer dualized. And so FEC had earlier on approved that we should be able to rescope all the heritage projects within the available funds. So we say that 15 kilometer is being rescoped for a contract sum of 19.407. And that is a rescoping stroke variation of dualization of Akure Eta, Oburu, Ijo, Ekiti border to Ikere Ado Ekiti, section 1. And that is in Ekiti State and spanning to Ondo State. That was approved. And then the second approval came from the rescoping and variation of the Sokoto that goes to Zamfara, goes to Katsina and Kaduna. It's a total of 375 kilometers dualized, and we inherited, even though it was awarded at the twin light of the end of the last administration. And it was divided into 4 sections. The first section being done by SKCC, starting from Sokoto to Zamfara, being done on reinforced concrete. Second section is done in Zamfara axis and is being done by Setraco. And that's the section that was originally awarded. Its own section was 175 kilometer, and it was awarded for 105 billion. And so in line with FEC approval, we had to review the contract, but within the available funds in NMPs, which is 105 billion. So we rescoped it to 82.4 kilometer plus 6 bridges for the same contract sum of 105 billion. And we also have similar situation of a project that was awarded. It is Meduguri to Monguno Road in Borno State. And it was awarded on 3rd of July, 2018, 105 kilometers for 21.729 kilometers. And in line with FEC directives, so we had to, reduce the amount, into 2 phases. Phase 1 is 30 kilometers, and that is for a contract sum of, the contract sum of is 21 billion. For 30 kilometers. The second phase is going to come as soon as this first section is completed, and then it will be brought before FEC. And so you also have 4 projects that are awarded by Federal Executive Council. The first one is in Ebonyi State, my home state, Abakaliki Afikpo flyover. It was awarded for 25 billion. There is second section, or another one within this lot, construction of Ikoga Road, Anatan, Alakboti Ado Odo Road in Ogun State. And that is awarded for a contract sum of 37.045 billion. Then you have the rescoped section of Enugu Onisha Road, 77 kilometers, which is awarded for 150 billion. The ongoing Enugu Onisha Road, which partly is being done by MT and under tax credit. And lastly, under this is the Bini Akure, the Bini Shagamu Road. The record that we had taken off from the Shagamu exchange, and then we took off 12 kilometer by 2, 24 kilometer. So the remaining one is 48 kilometer by 2, that's 96 kilometer, and that's what is being awarded today for 187 billion for CBC. And then we have the 7th Axia Road. The 7th Axia Road was approved by the last administration to be funded by China Exim Bank. And when we were in China, Mr. President presented to the President of China 2 projects, the Akwanga, Jos, Bauchi, Gombe Road, and then this 7th Axia Road for funding of China Exim Bank. And so the project has been, is 50 kilometers, and with 5 kilometers of bridges over there. And it's an evacuation corridor. It takes us from the Lekki Deep Sea Port, evacuating the goods of Dangote, the Dangote refinery, Dangote fertilizer, and other goods of the deep sea port. And it takes us straight to Ekpe, and it takes us straight to the Shagamore, which is, exit, to the 17 southern states and the other northern states, within that axis. And so it's been approved for a total of 651.7 million US dollars. And then the last time there was approval of Abaikote Bene Road, and which I had mentioned here. So the memo was not circulated. Today it was circulated and they ratified for a total sum of 30.225 billion. That's phase one. In the same category of ratification was the rehabilitation of Ebute Aero Outer Marina Shoreline, which has been, it was awarded 414 billion before, and to build world equipment plant company. And today it's been reviewed to a total sum of 176.495 billion, because we had a number of infrastructure along the coast that were, being eroded, like the military base, the marine, navy base, were being, eroded, and so it became an emergency situation. And of course, the last one was the Gombe, the rehabilitation of Cham Numan section of Gombe Yola Road in Adamawa State, which has been rescoped, into phases, and awarded for the first phase 9.253 billion in favor of CGC. Let me also say, finally, that we have good news out of the section 1 of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. That section 1, over 70% work has been done. And so 30 kilometers is going to be made available for Mr. President to commission. And another 10 kilometers is going to be made available for section 2. And of course, Sekoto Bagadagri, we want to make available 10 kilometers completed on concrete at KB axis before the 25th of May. And I'm very, very happy and excited to announce that the loan component of that project was being reviewed by the Dutch Bank and the South Development Bank of Southern Africa. And they reviewed, all the bid document. For them to give you money, you have to pass through, the eye of a needle. And they came up with a verdict that the procurement was excellent. In fact, they said that it was undervalued. They said also that to the Minister of Finance far away in America. And they said that to us, when we took them through the road. So I'm very happy in as much as I've run the figures within the local, forum, but we've been exposed to international, review, and are very, very satisfied with the content and character of that project. And so I feel that it's important that I let you know.
You may be aware that some of the dams were constructed as far back as 1974. So ecological remediation to sustain structural integrity and prevent flooding disasters is one of the reasons why these dams, the urgent need for the repairs of these dams. So today, 3 contracts were awarded. 1, the rehabilitation and expansion of Tiga Dam in Kano River Irrigation Project. This is awarded to Messrs. Masaki Limited at the cost of 11,838,674,155 naira 77 kobo. The second one is the rehabilitation and expansion of irrigation scheme awarded to rehabilitation and expansion of irrigation scheme of the Shalagwa Gorge Dam. This is awarded to UYK Nigeria Limited at the cost of 7,469,055,900 naira 87 kobo. While the last one is the rehabilitation of the Kafin Chiri Irrigation Project, which has been awarded at the cost of 7,469,000 7,400,000,000 naira. The intervention by Mr. President is in line with the objectives of the Renewed Hope Agenda on food security and creation of wealth. This intervention will positively impact 30,000 farm families, 50,000 acres of arable agricultural land, and it would enable 3 annual farming cycles through irrigation, and this will also generate over 300,000 employment. So some of the works that are included are erosion control works, watershed management in 16 local governments of Kano senatorial district, and ecological remediation and rehabilitation of the 3 dams that I've already mentioned. And also today, from the Ministry of Water Resources, Federal Ministry of Water Resources, contracts has been awarded for the repair of the Alao Dam in Maiduguri. You may recall that this dam caused the flooding in Maiduguri last year. So this contract has been awarded to prevent such occurrence this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. Just for your information, she's